It's Wednesday, November 8th, and I wanted to give a quick weather update. We had quite a bit of rain yesterday. A lot of people seeing up to an inch or more, especially in the northern part of Virginia, up into Maryland. And I got almost an inch here in northern Virginia. That front has moved way south, and there are waves of low pressure along the front itself. This is the wave that caused us to rain yesterday. Another wave is going to move here through the south. So south, 3/4 of Virginia, down in North Carolina, and into South Carolina, there's going to be some rain today. This front is going to move not too much south, but more waves will move along it. So we'll see tomorrow. It starts to get kicked out because a new front is approaching from the west. And this is the Arctic boundary. This will come in tomorrow night and clear the area. And temperatures on Friday will likely be falling most places by the afternoon, if not sooner, and it's going to be the coldest air of the season on Friday night. We're expecting to see widespread freezes all the way up to the coastlines, from Virginia down to North Carolina, even northern South Carolina. So, coldest air of the season, but it will be a glancing blow because there is nothing blocking the cold air from being in place, so this is going to slide east. And just to show you that this high is moving out, there is some colder air damming up against the mountains. Saturday's going to be cold. I mean, I would not be surprised most of Northern Virginia and up against the mountains only sees highs in the 30s. It's cold, but it's moving on, as I say, because here comes another front that will give a chance of rain on Sunday, and then it will clear. And we'll have some more cool, but not super cold, because this high pressure is not having the origins of the Arctic region. It is more of a west to east type of flow, or what we call zonal. And so it's somewhat milder. This is still cool, but not super cold. This high is moving east, and you can see all the really stormy weather out to the west. Mountain snows out west are going to get just a dumping. I mean, several feet of snow in the mountains and a good amount of rain, which is probably in places, not probably, I know it's in places that are needed. This progresses forward somewhat slow as systems are kind of coming into the country. We remain under the influence of high pressure into early and mid next week. So after those shower chances on Sunday, Monday, looks pretty dry. This is a warm front coming north, so warm air should come into the region. But temperatures in general, kind of seasonable. 50s, maybe low 60s in the south. Not maybe, I'm sure low 60s in the south. And kind of mild, normal, not mild in the south, but I mean just normal cool for this time of year. So that's kind of the outlook. Give you a sense of the rain. This is the rain expected today, and then tomorrow, and then Sunday. Sunday. Friday, after that front clears, not much. Then 4 to 5 day, you're going to see the increase in showers because the front's moving through, and then the front kind of moves on out. So that's what we're seeing. So the total day, 7-day total, more to the south of that front, and waves of low pressure moving along, and less to the north, with just the showers chance on Sunday to Monday. And just to give you a sense of where we're headed, like I said, towards next week, this is the longer range into normal temperatures. As I mentioned, the temperatures will probably be in the low to mid 50s in the north, 60s far south. Very typical this time of year. 60s, I mean low 60s, like around 60. And then in the 8 to 14 day period, the temperature forecast is actually to trend towards above normal. I don't think this is going to last long. There are tons of signs, or many signs I should say, that by Thanksgiving week a different pattern is going to take shape with a blocking air mass up here to the north, and that block will force cold air out of Canada into the United States. So maybe we'll take a little bit of a warm spell before we get a real cool spell, but we'll have to see if Thanksgiving week really trends cooler and potentially very stormy. It'll be interesting to see if it takes shape, because the right pattern is setting up that if it was winter, I'd be really starting to say, hey, maybe there could be a snowstorm. This time of year is very difficult to get snow in the mid-Atlantic region other than the mountains and up in northeast, which is probably where I favor any chance of any wintry precipitation at all. But maybe they could spill east of the mountains. We'll have to see. It's not unheard of that Thanksgiving week there could be some type of snow along the East Coast. But we'll see. Also, the blocking pattern and troughiness in these can bring storms up the East Coast, like a nor'easter or something. So we'll have to see. A lot of speculation there, so please don't bank on it. But anyway, that's kind of where we're headed. So anyway, that's pretty much my outlook from a weather perspective. And just to kind of loop back, so today we're expecting highs like in the 40s, 50s, cooler, with chances of rain in the south. Then tonight, pretty chilly. There could be freezing temperatures up in this region again in the north. 30s, 40s, 50s, not so much. And then we see on Thursday, temperatures a little bit milder. It will be sunnier up here in the north. So cool in the south where they're going to get rain. But, around 50. It looks like 50 to 55, 50, upper 50s down south. What is interesting is to look at the current forecasted lows for Saturday. I think these are actually a little bit high. As I mentioned, widespread 20s, 30s, maybe all the way down into northern South Carolina, but below freezing. I think these are a little high. I would knock 2 to 3 degrees off of all these temperatures, especially in this region, depending on how much radiation or cooling happens. But I suspect there'll be a lot of teens in the valleys of the mountains and pretty close to 20 in some of the areas west of the 95 corridor. Anyway, that is it for me. Thank you for watching.